How are the WIPs going? I managed to pass 10,000 words on my Dragon Hunter story. I think it's coming along nicely. I'm really enjoying my characters and I'm looking forward to getting back to work on it. Strangely enough, I've been finding Robert W. Chambers' work is having a strong influence on my themes. Though if I think about it, In Search of the Unknown was already fairly similar. I'm letting it happen because I like the direction it's going. It's just that I didn't plan it out this way originally. Still, I think this is turning out rather well. My Eden story 2. I've been working on editing mostly. I'm hoping to publish it soon, by which I mean in a few years. I'm trying to juggle editing two different parts at the moment. One is the first part, Storm of Monsters, which is basically ready to send, and the other is the latest part I've written, part 4, with the working title The Crimes of Rick. I can't tell you how many times I've read through Storm of Monsters or how many editors I've hired to look it over, and in contrast to that, this is the first read through of The Crimes of Rick. Refinement is a slow process. Hopefully, when these start coming out, they'll find an audience. Getting back to Chambers, though, I finished his book, The Mystery of Choice, this week. In all, I'd mostly finished it months ago, but the penultimate story in this collection was one that appeared in Search of the Unknown, and so I had already read it, and I remembered it. I remembered it being frustrating, boring, sappy, and it was a drag to read again, though it did provide some insight, I think, into Chambers' most enigmatic character. The Mystery of Choice, like his book The King in Yellow, opens with interconnected stories with a wonderfully eerie bent, though the first story is devoid, unless I'm missing something, of anything actually mythical or ethereal. It's actually a murder mystery. Fairly simple one. But it feels like a fable or a myth. If you've enjoyed The King in Yellow, I'd strongly suggest giving The Mystery of Choice a shot. It's not as dark, but it has a friendly Halloween vibe in the first few stories that I really loved. I wish Chambers had written just one more story with the characters in that first part. If you discount the poems, I think there's only 3 short stories with them, and one of them's more like a vignette, like it's barely 2 pages long. It feels like it needs wrapped up. It feels like an unfinished sentence or a dream that got interrupted, and I really want an ending. Anyway, that's been my week. Let me know how your WIPs are going. What are you working on? Are you editing, outlining, writing? What point in the process are you in? Let me know.